Preeya from STEP Global. I'm the managing director. We are headquartered in Dubai, but we're happy to be here. We have a lot of clients out of India that are interested in both the US and Canadian programs, and actually today it's been a very busy day with Canada. Can I see a show of hands for anyone who's been looking into Canada or interested in Canadian immigration specifically? Okay. That's good. That's good to know. I hope you all come to our booth after and speak with us directly. We're happy to give you some one-on-one attention and information as well. Today we're going to be focusing on the business and immigration in Canada, which is called the Provincial Entrepreneur Programs. This is an active program where you invest in your own business and get your PR that way. I'm going to hand over to my colleague, Dipanshu Chaudhary, who's the head of legal at STEP Global, and he'll take you through what the Provincial Entrepreneur Program is.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dipanshu. I head all the legal matters and specialize in the immigration. So before, we'll just watch a short video, like how basically we focus on the immigration for the purpose of the well-being of our future generation, that is our kids.
What do you see in your future and the future of your family? We see a lifestyle. Better education. Greater opportunity. Bigger dreams. Stability and endless freedom. To go where you want to go. Do what you want to do. To be. Our award-winning director has been featured publicly as a leader in investment immigration. And our team of globally licensed lawyers and immigration specialists will provide active guidance through your entire immigration process to ensure the most optimal chances for approval of your application for immigration. At STEP Global, we believe that investments with high returns and capital appreciation are ideal, but the most important investment you will ever make is an investment into the future of your family. We are STEP Global. And we are focused on your future.
Hello again, everyone. So today we'll discuss the business investment program basically. This is a program that gives you an opportunity to invest in your own business, and on sidelines of that you qualify for the permanent residency and you get the chance to immigrate to Canada by investing in your own business. The program name is called as Canada Provincial Entrepreneur Program. it's an umbrella program, and under this umbrella program, different provinces run its different programs and they have different criteria for that. Now, why exactly are we looking for permanent residency? Basically, the permanent residency is a part to the citizenship. If you hold the PR for the period of 5 years, then you are eligible to apply for the citizenship. Canada is one of the few countries that actually provides you free health care. By the taxpayers' money, you get the chance, they have the infrastructure under which you can get the free health care for all the residents, permanent residents and the citizens. On permanent residency, you can work anywhere in the Canada, and you can basically live anywhere in any of the provinces in Canada. Canada is one of those few countries which actually, where you can actually apply for the sponsorship of your parents, even on the permanent residency card. You don't have to wait for the entire period to get over and apply for the citizenship for the same. Even on the permanent residency, you can apply for your parents' sponsorship and as well as your minor siblings. As we know that the Canada shares the diaspora from all over the world. There are the professionals immigrating since last decade, and so it has eventually formed a very solid system where the education system is really very proficient enough to qualify for the best standards. And especially if we compare with other countries, Canada has very robust education system where the medium of the education is English, and it's a universal medium, and they provide the very good standard of education for the same. Now, as a PR, if we talk about the educational benefits that our permanent residents get on the basic in Canada, if we compare the average fee structure of an international student vis-a-vis the student that is the permanent resident there in Canada, there's a huge difference. There's almost, it's like the 1/4 fee you have to pay as being the permanent resident as compared to the international students. This is the main of the very vital factors that why our potential clients, they prefer immigrating to Canada for the education of their children. The total savings on average you save is around 172,000 Canadian dollars. That is just kind of an investment you would be making in your business that you only save directly by the means of education on your kids' applications. Now if we talk about the educational benefits, the post-secondary education is subsidized by the Canadian government. It has a universal education system where it is subsidized. The permanent residents have chance to get the scholarships, special scholarship grants from the government. And it is ranked as one of the best education systems across the world. And obviously the preference is first given to the permanent residents and citizens in terms of the scholarships, admissions over the international students. Again, the Canada has a very robust infrastructure in terms of health. It takes utmost care of its citizens. It provides you the free healthcare, universal healthcare that is even not available in the United States. You need to be insured for the same. But in Canada, they provide you free healthcare system. And in terms of the human rights, Canada makes sure that for the care of its citizens, they provide you the free medical services, irrespective of the fact whether you are a holder of a health card or not. It runs several provincial drug benefit programs for its senior citizens, because along with that, it also have other things like grants are given to the senior citizens to make sure that the care and the proper care is taken up for the senior citizens. Now we'll discuss provincial programs. So what is the eligibility criteria to qualify under this program? For every provincial program, it requires a minimum investment amount. The investment amount varies from province to province, but generally the lowest minimum investment amount is 150,000 Canadian dollars, and it goes up to 600,000 Canadian dollars for the provinces like Ontario in the Toronto region. It requires active management experience by the applicants who are wishing to apply under this program in order to make sure that the success rate is for the businesses that the people are planning to start under this program is high. We need to submit a business plan with the provincial government that speaks about the business that we would be working on over the next 2 years. It should make sense in the terms of the viability of the business. These provinces act like a gateway for under this program. So if we are wishing to start a program for under one particular province, then we should stay there for at least minimum time, that is around 2.5 years, in order to make our intention clear to the provincial government, as they are the ones who would be granting us the permanent resident, that we are wishing to stay in that province and we are wishing to run the business successfully there. To safeguarding the long-term interest of the investors, there is a minimum investment, minimum net worth for every investor. It should be for every province, it's different. Generally, it's around 600,000 Canadian dollars. A person should at least have 600,000 Canadian dollar of net worth to apply under this program. It is to make sure that the person is not investing everything, and in case if there is a business is like he needs to add on additional investment, he can do it by his net worth. Now, what are the benefits we talk about under the provincial programs? Again, we have the ability to work and live anywhere in Canada. We can work, on one visa, our dependents would be there, that includes our spouse and children under the age of 22. They can study, they can work anywhere they want to. This is an active investment. Unlike the US, where the investment is passive, you invest in your own business. So you have all the control of the investment you are making. Out of that investment, you can make a very successful business out of that, and on sidelines of that, you are also clearing your immigration process. So it's kind of a dual benefits that you derive out of the investment you are making. There's a minimum, we have already talked about the minimum investment amount. It varies from province to province. The investment is safeguarded by the terms that it is you only make the investment once you get the approval from the provincial government, and the investment would be made your own business. So you don't have to hand over your investment into others' hands. You are the owner of your investment, and you would be making the investment into your own business. Again, we have discussed the dependents. All the dependents, they get the resident visas under this particular program, and they can study, work anywhere they want to within Canada. Part 2 citizenship, this is the first step. It derives to, basically it leads to a citizenship once you're the permanent resident for the period of 5 years. Now just going through the programs, the basic requirements, these are the main 3 provinces that are in high demand in Canada. First one is the Ontario. People generally, the investment amount is 200,000 for GTA. So investment amount is divided into 2 categories, GTA and outside GTA. GTA is called as the Greater Toronto Area. Any investment that is made inside GTA, it is 600,000. Outside that, it is 200,000. The net worth should be 400,000 again for outside GTA, 800,000 for GTA. And the experience required is at least 24 months of ownership experience in the last 60 months. There are other ancillary requirements also, like you have to create 1 full-time job outside GTA and 2 full-time. These are the jobs that should be specifically created under your business plan for the Canadian citizens. Same requirements we have for British Columbia. We can discuss all these requirements on our booth afterwards. It is based on case-to-case basis. These are the general requirements, basically. The net worth is 600,000, minimum investment 200,000, experience again 3+ year, business owner or senior management experience. For Nova Scotia, the minimum investment is 150,000, experience is 3+ years, and the net worth is 600,000. So we give our clients option to choose from any of these 2 business criteria that we provide them. Either they can buy a local business that is already running successfully there, or they can start their franchisee. In both the options, we assist them. We provide them the options from which they can buy. Why people prefer local business? Because local business is already stable, it is already running successfully since last 5 years. That is the minimum time period required for a business to be eligible for sale under this program. So you would be buying a business that is already running successfully there since last 5 years. Since day one, the income starts because the business is already stable, so there is no incubation period. You will get the support from the business owners, as well as the business model is already in place because it is already running successfully. And it should make sense to the immigration officer, as the immigration officer sees that the business plan has been already executed. So it makes more sense than the new business plan that we submit to the immigration officer. Now we talk about our second option, that is franchising. These are some of the options in the franchisee that we give to our clients. It's the automobile, so basically, franchising are opted by the business houses. It's a method to expand their business with the investors from the outsiders because of their brand name. They ask the other outsider investors to invest their brand, and by means of this, they expand their brand. The franchisor provides you all the knowledge, intellectual property rights, all the support that is required to run the franchisee. For that, the franchisee pays a certain fees under this. Now, if we compare the analytics of franchisee versus the startup, we can see that the franchisee is generally, the success rate for franchisee is 90%, whereas the success rate for the startups, independent startups, is just 15%. That is the latest data from the US and the Canadian market. What are the benefits of franchisee? Franchisee, it's a consistency. Obviously, it has already proven its track record. It has been running successfully since last few years. It has the business model is already established. Initial investment amount is clear because already such franchises have been set up. They know what is the exactly business amount you have to invest accordingly. There are no hidden costs. That generally arise in case of your own business. When you arise, the uncertain expenses arise. You get the support from the franchisor because every franchise wants their franchisee to be successful. So you get the support and all the infrastructural support from the franchisor. The brand is already recognized by the investors, by the customers. So it is very feasible to start such a structure. It should make sense to the immigration officer because the immigration officer is already aware of the franchisee name. So the chances of approval are more. These are some of the factors we take into consideration for optimizing the franchisee. It should be recession-proof in an industry like beauty, fitness, home services. It should be in line with the current and future trends, clearly defined demographic demand. Our target audience target segment should be clear. It shouldn't be limited to geography, like it's just the water sports or any kind of adventure activity. It could be only done in the few. So it should be a universal geographic location. History of success should be there, and there should be support from the franchisors. These are some of the industries in which we exclusively deal. Like we talk about the senior care, it's the population of baby boomers. They are aging out, so if we'll see the proportion of the age limit, overall it's increasing. So as the more the people are old, they would be depending on the more senior care services. Under senior care, we provide advocacy and companionship, housekeeping, meal preparation and feeding, live-in care, and grooming assistance. In the same way, another industry we are talking about is the beauty and personal care. It has been anticipated by the International Market Survey that it would be number one in unit growth and volume over the period of time. And their operations are much simpler as compared to the intricate operations of other franchisee businesses. It is built-in demand, meaning that the growth is always there, irrespective of the economy status. It is a reliability factor is there, and it can be small as well as a boutique. Investment amount is not much. The industries pertaining to this is fitness, nails and beauty, hair care, health and day spa, massage. As we are running out of time, I'll just take you through shortly. Another segment is the industry, the home services. As now both the partners, husband, wife, they have started working, so it's like more dependencies on the home services, which includes as the couple is more into the earning, so that amount of time that they can dedicate for the household work, it is going down considerably. So it leads to more outsourced work to the home agencies, which can take care of the regular day-to-day home maintenance and everything. It includes home repair, renovation, child care, tutoring, decor, design, landscaping, housekeeping. Similar way, automotive, it is on the constant growth, especially in Canada. According to figures, you can see there is a constant growth trajectory that we have witnessed over last 6-7 years. There are several options we have under this industry. It's like oil change and mechanics, car wash, car parts retail and repair, and tires. The investment amount is not much, even in these options, plus the demand is constant. Now the last part, if we compare these type of entrepreneur program, that is the active investment program, along with the passive programs like the United States EB5 program. In this, you get the dual benefit out of your investment. That includes your immigration benefits as well as your income benefits. Since day one, you start earning. So there is a fixed source of income in which you are investing along with the immigration process that you are clearing. You have to invest in your own business, and you are entrepreneur since day one. You receive local support in terms of loans and everything from the government for the growth of your business. Eventually, you can turn it into a passive program also. Once your immigration process is over and you are a permanent resident, you can even hand over its management by terms of the contracts to any of the management companies available. You can control your own investment funds, so it's totally in your hands how you want to invest it, how much risk you wish to take, how much and for how long you want to invest. Even you are free to sell your business once your permanent resident status is there. You can even sell your business and you can move anywhere in Canada. The last one, it's affordable as it starts from as low as just 150,000 Canadian dollar as compared to the other programs, that is 500,000 for US. It just starts from 150,000 Canadian dollar. Thank you everyone. If you have any questions, we are ready to answer that on our booth. That is by the name of Step Global DMCC. Thank you very much for your time.